All right, time to check in with Tyler Orton from Business in Vancouver. Good morning, Tyler.
Good morning, Steve.
All right, job numbers are out. We were saying good or bad?
Well, maybe it's good and bad. It depends on where you are exactly.
You're always playing both sides of that fence, aren't you?
I try to be careful, right, Steve? But here's the thing. If you're looking at Canada as a whole, not great numbers. But if you narrow down, look at British Columbia, we actually have the best numbers across the entire country. Now, if we take a look at it, we can see that Canada lost overall nationally 2,300 jobs in February. The unemployment rate, it went up one tick to 7.3%. 7.3% is the highest rate that we've had since March 2013. So it's not great overall for Canada. But for BC, our job numbers, we actually added 14,000. That's an exceptionally high number for a province like ours. So our unemployment rate, it's unchanged at 6.6%. And that's really just because more people are entering the workforce looking for jobs as well. So where are we having a tough time across Canada? Well, manufacturing and manufacturing, we actually added 20,000 jobs. Natural resources, we lost 2,400. With regards to construction, we added 34,000. I think that's where BC is really coming in well because, of course, a lot of the construction jobs are related to real estate, and that's where we're seeing a lot of growth in British Columbia. Support services, we actually added 13,000 jobs across Canada last month as well. So for BC, year over year, we've added 69,000 jobs for a growth rate of 3%. That's the highest rate of growth for job creation in all of Canada. So it's looking really good for British Columbia based on these February numbers. Yeah,
considering the number at 0.1 up to 3%, that's a huge difference, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, let's talk about Facebook, specifically one Vancouver person who's actually going to court. Sort of give us a background on this story about why she's suing Facebook.
Yeah, well, Deborah Duez, she initially sued Facebook in 2014 after she found that her image and her picture and her name was being used without her knowledge for these sponsored ad campaigns that the social media giant was using. So what's happened since then is that it's gone back and forth between the BC Supreme Court, Facebook, and the Court of Appeal. They all are debating where this class action lawsuit should be filed. Essentially, she clicked the like button on a company, and then all of a sudden the company was using her name and her image in these now defunct sponsored story campaigns. So the Supreme Court of Canada is now stepping in. They're going to determine whether they have jurisdiction to file the case in British Columbia or whether the case has to be filed in California, where Facebook is based out of. What it really comes down to is whether BC's Privacy Act trumps the fact that Facebook is headquartered in California. So it's going to be an interesting case. It's going to take a while for it to unfold, but it has wide-reaching implications just depending on all these privacy concerns that a lot of British Columbians can have by simply clicking the like button on something that they see on Facebook.
Well, that's a big part of it as well. Does clicking that like button allow a company to use potentially your image, and by doing that you're endorsing the company? That's going to be mentioned as well.
Well, and then I'm curious, Steve, do you always read the terms of agreements or terms of services? You know, like I have to admit,
I find them too long.
Yeah.
No, not at all. So I guess we'll find out in court whether or not that happens, whether it's here or in California.
Yeah.
Okay, Tyler, thank you very much. Have a good day, my friend.
You too. Thanks, Steve.
All right, more details, BIV.com.